Hey everyone. So thank you so much for visiting my second video. I know this video is long overdue. I was working through some internal challenges that I had mid-month, beginning of April. So yeah, just working through a lot of emotions and also externally kind of like what I want this to be and kind of re-strategizing, the way forward. Of course, when you overthink a lot, then you think so much that you end up not doing it. But anyway, does not matter. We're here. And this second video, I want to talk about relationships and setting those boundaries and kind of share tips with you of what has helped me and what I see has helped my friends, and kind of, this is a candid conversation, and I am going to share as much as I can with you, share my vulnerabilities, because we live in a world where everybody's trying to sell themselves the best way they can, and that's great. We need that. We need people that inspire us, but also we need people that are realistic, and it's not always sunshine and roses, Sometimes it's difficult, and we need to know how to navigate through those things. And again, the way that I navigate things are not going to be the same way you navigate things. So there's that. I'm just so grateful to have this platform where, it's small, but it's a platform nonetheless. And, if at all you can take anything from my videos, I hope that my experiences can hopefully avoid some of your experience. And if not, you have something to look back on and say, hey, I could apply that here and see how that works. Before we start with our conversation, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and also follow my Instagram page, as well as visit my website. You can start scheduling your resume appointments with me, as well as your tarot reading, oracle, and professional development, all that good stuff. I will be having crystals soon, charged crystals and things like that. So excited about that. But that's up and coming. And again, all about the strategy of moving forward and figuring out what I want this community to be for both of us. So, in conversation about today, relationships and boundaries. So I really have been thinking about this for a couple weeks now, and even have kind of reassessed my life and kind of see what works and doesn't work. And as I was thinking about relationships and meditating and writing down, I realized, what is the relationship I have with myself? I mean, I know what I like to eat and stuff like that. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about, have I checked in with myself? Am I doing okay? How am I feeling? Just a whole bunch of things, And the best way that I can compare it to is when you pass somebody by and you're like, hey, how you doing? But you keep on walking. You're like, yeah, I'm okay. Oh, you're good. Okay, bye. No, you really need to sit down, and have those conversations with yourself and journal, what you're feeling, honor your feelings, no matter, even if you don't understand why you're getting this feeling, really honor it. And I know it's a theme that's been going on, because I see it on my Instagram, I see it on Facebook, and just this increase of positivity and kind of understanding who you are as a person. But even more importantly is what relationship you have with yourself. Every day we're evolving, we're changing, we interact with different people from different backgrounds. It's just so much going on. And in a world where information is a click away, we can lose sight of these things. So I really want you to start thinking about, what type of relationship do I have with myself? How have I evolved, right? Because depending on where you are mentally, energetically, emotionally, it's okay to not always be 100, but if that's the case, know where you stand, and then really ask those questions that will help you get to the next step, whether that be working some internal issues like I was a couple weeks ago, or just really analyzing and sitting down, what is it that I want? What is it, what is it that I'm missing? Be honest with yourself. If you know your truth, nobody else will tell you your truth. And I don't say this to say that we know it all, but you're the expert on you. And so have you given yourself time to really check in and see how you're doing in this world of craziness that we're living under, and uncertainty? It's important to check with you. And then what works hand in hand with that is kind of seeing the boundaries that you've set around yourself. If you're so busy worrying about what other people are thinking about you, or worrying about how to please other people, whether that be your family, whether that be your partner, whether that be your friends. Really assess that. You know, you really can't drive yourself up thin, like, because there's a saying, you know, you can't give, and I know you've probably heard this, I've definitely heard it from Oprah Winfrey a lot of times. You can't really give your water, you know, or half glass, half empty type of thing. Like, you really can't. You can't overflow somebody else's cup and not give yourself enough. You're gonna leave yourself dehydrated. What the heck? No. You need to be 100. You need to be you, so you could be able to provide. I honestly think that in a world of so much just chaos going on, we need to be checking in with ourselves more often, whether that be a daily thing, whatever rhythm you find for yourself. We really need to have healthier relationships with ourselves. And I'm not saying that we don't, but in the hustle and bustle of like just trying to make our next move, trying to make it there, you know, what is it? Like, just want to put that out there. Just check in with yourself. And you could do this by certain ways. You can journal, you can meditate, you can dance, you can have these internal conversations, whether on your commute, whether, you know, you're cleaning the house. Like, what is therapeutic for you? You could go to a therapist too. What are those things? Like, really check in with yourself. And I wanted to make this the discussion of this video because I just really feel like people are getting lost in social media and just with the hype, and it's not all about the hype. Like, I mean, I'm guilty of doing this, you know, and I catch myself and I'm like, okay, girl, like, what? No. It's not always all roses and sunshines and rainbows. But don't stay there either, you know, just honor your feelings, like I said before, and then the boundaries that come with that, right? So this right here is a boundary, right? Like, you can't see my soul or my blood vessels, for that matter. That's a very weird analogy, but nonetheless, we need to build that fort around us with our family, with our boyfriends, our girlfriends, with our friends. You know, throughout this pandemic, I really realized those boundaries that I had, and fixed a couple and canceled a couple too that no longer serve me. And that's okay. Sometimes you outgrow people, sometimes they outgrow you, and that's fine. I am not living for the expectation of somebody else, you know? I was telling my family, like, I'm starting to live for me. And that's the thing. The earlier you realize that, you have nothing to prove to anybody but you. I know that there's circumstances like that you wanna, you know, like for me, I was a first generation college student and I had all these goals, all these lists of goals. But when you do them, you're with yourself. Okay, I got all these things. Are you really happy? And I got to that stage. And so checking in with yourself and, you know, reassessing those boundaries that you have with your friends, boyfriends is really important, you know? And if they don't respect it, then it is what it is. They don't respect it, yeah, like, you don't owe them nothing and they don't owe you nothing. So I say all this to say is that you are the most important person. The most important person. You deserve the world. But the only person that will see that is yourself. So I just want to stress that. Have a relationship with yourself. Dance with yourself. Eat with yourself. Like, by yourself. The constant need of having somebody, or the constant need of replacing things, objects, or people, for that matter. I don't know everybody's situation. Is not worth it. If you are broken, you're only going to have broken relationships with everybody else. And I think that that is important across the board. But yeah, I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Really, journaling does help. Like, I thought that was not even, I wasn't taking it seriously, but after seeing and being able to go back and read, you know, like my notes, Oh, and I didn't even say, also writing letters to yourself is so important. So important. I do that all the time, and it's really actually helpful, because I'll be like, I said what? But anyway, I wanted to share that with you because in the hustle and bustle, like I said, we just lose sight of that, and it's not okay. And we need to get to a place where accepting vulnerabilities and just being the best that we can be for ourselves, and that will lead to being best for others. And I truly think that is what the world needs right now, because there's just a lot going on, and broken can't fix broken, but we can fix things. So I am going to pull an oracle card and see what God, the universe, the spirits want to tell me around me. And I'm sure I'm probably going to lose a couple of subscribers after this. That's fine. Or you're going to exit my video. But I really want to know what the universe has to tell us. And this is not the tarot. This is oracle. Just really want to pull a collective message for you, no matter where you are in your life. Like, trust me, I getcha. We all go through it, whether you see it or not on Instagram. Ooh, that was too many that wanted to fly out. But I really, really just want to check in, and let's see. Realize it's kind of quiet, so mind me while I flip these cards real quick. All right, let's see. So this is the card that we got today. Oh, yay, I don't have to do a YouTube thing. Okay, so the card for today is that you have options is meaningful. Rock on. That you have options is meaningful. Rock on. If I could make just 2 wishes, I'd wish I could somehow convey to you the profound depth of my gratitude for every moment of your life. I've also wished that you could somehow know of your unimaginable importance just as you are, to the lives of so very many. And of course, I'll wish for even more wishes. Oh shoot, you were such a good idea, the universe. That's a beautiful message. And then on top of the deck, we have, you know what to do. Literally hitting on point with, having the relationship with yourself. Like, you are the only person that can call yourself out on things. And, not saying that people won't, because people are always ready for that. But what I'm saying is knowing yourself. So you know what to do. You always do. I added that, but the back of the card says, in all battles of the heart over the mind, go with your heart, because truly it's a lot easier for your mind to catch up with your heart than for your heart to catch up with your mind. Oof, that is strong. A whole lot. Not that I don't love your mind, love the universe. I need to read this again. So you know what to do. I just think it just is so clutch. It's just on theme with this video. And the back of the card, it says, in all battles of the heart over the mind, go with your heart, because truly it's a lot easier for your mind to catch up with your heart than for your heart to catch up to your mind. A whole lot. Not that I don't love your mind, love the universe. Just think that's so profound. Yeah, so that's kind of what I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and remember, hit subscribe, and thanks for seeing it. Bye.